Hey everybody, Weeby McGee here, and today I'm going to elaborate on a project I announced in a video about 2 months ago, the details of said project, and its projected release date. So the video in question is Devil May Cry 4 The Underdog, a video I'm still pretty proud of to this day. And after the video is over, there's a 10-second teaser that's obviously inspired by a man who I love to criticize, but whose work also deeply inspires me, Tetsuya Nomura, specifically the deep dive secret ending from Kingdom Hearts 1. Anyways, in the description of this DMC video, I say at the end, I'll be back when this project is done or some shit like that. Well, I'm obviously back and have been for a month, so where the fuck is this quote-unquote big project? Well, I explained it in the April Q&A, but I'll summarize it in just 3 words. Lack of time. I am a busy guy, so withholding my return to my main hobby until an ambitious passion project was complete was absolutely idiotic. Bad past me. So okay, we've established what the fuck happened, now on to the meat of the video. What is this? What's this idea that I keep overhyping? Well, without further ado, I present to you the PlayStation 2 Retrospective. It's a new series where the whole concept is to cover PlayStation 2 games I've always wanted to play, replay old games I've completed, and discover new hidden gems. The PlayStation 2 is my first console, it's one of my favorites, and its library is one of the most iconic, diverse, and astounding that I've ever seen. So with that shit taken care of, I will now answer a few questions before they even have to be asked. Will it be another Q show? Well, kind of. Look, the thing about the Q show is that I have to watch a bunch of movies and shows, and then form my opinions about said movies and shows into quick entries in a 7+ minute video. Then there's finding footage, and posters, and logos, and yada yada yada. There's just a lot more little pieces when making one of those videos. Speaking of which, I am working on a second episode of the Q show, so if you're waiting on that, just sit tight, it should be out soon. But the difference with the PlayStation 2 Retrospective, or PS2R for short, is that I just have to play a game, which on average can range from 8 hours to 20 hours. But, like the Q show or any of my content, I'm not gonna fucking rush through something just to make a video on it. So, if the question is, will there be some time in between episodes, then the answer is yes, there will be a significant time gap in between episodes of both the Q show and the PlayStation 2 Retrospective. Original releases or remasters. Now, I'm not a remaster snob. Some people tell me that the only way to play something like, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid 3 or something is to buy a PlayStation 2, an original copy of the game, and play it in a 4:3 aspect ratio for the quote-unquote true experience. Look, as long as I get to comfortably play the same game on new hardware, I don't give a shit. And some of these games, I've played their original releases and their remasters, and besides the obvious upscale, I honestly sometimes can't tell the fucking difference. Now, this is my opinion and to each their own, but the discussion does get a little more interesting when we bring up games like Persona 4 Golden, a remaster with lots of added shit and alters to original content. So, is it fair to talk about Persona 4 or any other PlayStation 2 game as if I'm talking about the original, even though I've most likely played the remaster? Again, I personally don't give a shit. I don't think that Chii's new voice actress or different sounds when Dante picks up red orbs will result in a completely different experience. Of course, I'll inform what version I played for the video at the beginning, but most of the time, I'll probably end up using remasters on this show for both convenience sake and personal preference. And finally, what will be the first entry in the series? Well, the first entry will be, drumroll please, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Despite being a big Kingdom Hearts fan, I've never played through KH2, so I felt like that was the ideal place to start. It also just so happens to be a really iconic PlayStation 2 game, so I guess it worked out in the end. However, you would have known all this if you followed me on Instagram and Twitch, but it's whatever. It's not like I'm forcing you to follow me at PizzaDad18 on literally every single platform ever made. But anyways, that's all the info I got for you right now. The first entry should be released around the time I fucking finish it, which is pretty up in the air right now, but it's safe to say in about 2-ish weeks from now. I make no promises. I hope this cleared everything up, and I will see you next time.